taking them a while for the press conference to start.
Across the street from Glen Ball, and it looks like there's kettle people in there, and she's up against a car right now, so she's not in a good spot.
This is a complete disaster. I mean, this is all literally unfolded in the last hour and a half. And I suspect that what we are about to see is the mayor of Minneapolis demand that ICE leave immediately.
Yes. Is there any time warning or anything? Okay. Okay.
Misuse. That video was heartbreaking. And that video was heartbreaking enough that I honestly damn near had to take a clonazepam to calm myself the fuck down. I don't know where to begin with. We're actively allowing, so ICE is now allowed to just kill people at random. That's completely and utterly horrific. And I don't understand how the fuck we got here. I really don't. So Eileen, it was one person, but he was shot 9 times. And that he was shot after they disarmed him.
Join and realized that I wouldn't be able to keep up with the Substack chat. With my office is freaking freezing, so I had to go get warmer clothing so I don't freeze to death in here.
Lisa, don't freeze.
My son counted the shots. He said there were 8 shots, a pause, and then another shot, which meant they actually did a kill shot to make sure they got him. Be fired already and under investigation. Why am I locked up?
Oh, you're not locked up. I can hear you.
Who said that? 10 more?
I'm ready for
10 more minutes?
the Minneapolis
Okay. And
mayor.
they're aware of the federal news conference at noon, right?
I'm literally ready for
Okay.
Minneapolis to come out and say, ICE, get the fuck out, or we're going to push you out.
Yes.
Everybody and their brother is
I
gone
just
live
asked.
at the moment.
Yeah, I just asked. I don't know.
Hello.
I just don't. Why the fuck are we here? You know, why? How did we get here? How did we determine that? I just don't. I don't understand. Eileen,
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas. I don't want to get out of my pajamas today. I look like shit. I got my glasses on. I don't know what the.
Eileen,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in my pajamas.
Oh shoot! Wait, which one? Let me.
I look like shit.
Sorry. Let me kill that YouTube one. I don't know. Oh God. Whoa.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Wendy.
Now I'm too hot. It's like I can't stay a happy temperature. It's been going on for days.
so Lisa, does that mean you're going to start stripping?
Ugh.
Barricade Nicola here.
Should Lisa strip for us?
Now Tim Whitaker says that if you watch the first video, the guy that walks away before the shots are fired is carrying the guy's weapon. They disarmed him before they shot him.
This is just nightmarish.
And if you're in an open carry area, officially the guy wasn't doing anything wrong.
Hi, Sarah.
This is not good.
What are we watching?
We're waiting for a news conference from Minnesota. This isn't the country I even raised my kids in. And this is so far beyond anything I ever expected here.
Well, I started losing hope back when the 6-year-olds were shot. The school shooting, I forget, Sandy Hook, and nothing changed.
No, it didn't. It still hasn't.
Yes, there's still an echo.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, there's an echo.
Oh, there's always an echo on my stream. Here, hold on. There, is that better?
I double muted my screen, so hopefully it's not me.
No,
Is it me?
I think so. You're the only one not echoing.
I can mute myself.
I'm echoing?
Am I echoing?
Not now.
Okay.
Am I echoing?
No.
Still? I double muted it now. The whole laptop's muted and the window is muted, so.
Now, who's the gentleman waiting to do the... Who's that guy?
That's the MS, whoever the current MS Now.
I'm assuming he's related to the mayor's office, as a guess.
No, he's the MS Now correspondent.
All right. Hey. All right. Let's go.
Here we go.
News conference, guys.
I'm going to turn it over to the chief to provide an update and some of the details based on the limited amount of information that we have thus far this morning, and then I will provide some comments myself. Chief.
They don't have you. They don't have you.
Why am I not hearing the actual...
I think they don't have their mic on.
Oh my goodness.
Brian is the best content marketing team lead I've ever worked with. But before he created his content calendar using Monday.
I'm not hearing
Nicollet
anything.
Avenue on the south side of the city.
There we go.
Officers arrived and have found an adult male with multiple gunshot wounds when they arrived. Life-saving aid was being rendered, and he was transported by ambulance to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. Based on the information that we have, which is very limited, this is a 37-year-old white male who is a Minneapolis
Is there a way
resident,
to share
and we
the
believe he
audio?
is an American citizen. We have not
The audio's coming
been
through.
told any official reports
I
of
can't hear
what has
anything up
led up
here.
to the shooting, but we have seen the video that is circulating on social media.
That's the only thing I've got up. That's,
Our demand today is for those federal agencies that are operating in our city
Sounds like
to do so with the same discipline,
I'll be right
humanity, and integrity that effective law enforcement in this country demands. We urge everyone to remain peaceful. We recognize that there is a lot of anger and a lot of questions around what has happened, but we need people to remain peaceful. In the area, we have an unlawful assembly at this time. Minneapolis police have given multiple warnings for the crowd to disperse. We are asking for people to avoid the area and to leave if you are there. We have requested mutual aid from the Minnesota State Patrol and from all our local and county regional partners.
Unlawful assembly.
We ask
Public
everyone to
space.
remain calm and to please do not destroy our own city.
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end? How many more lives need to be lost before this administration realizes that a political and partisan narrative is not as important as American values? How many times must local and national leaders must plead with you, Donald Trump, to end this operation, that this is not creating safety in our city? As you'll hear from Director Sayer in just a second, we have seen these kinds of operations in other places, in other countries, but not here in America.
We're in a fucking police
Not in a way where a great American city is being invaded by its own federal government. I'm done being told that our community members are responsible for the vitriol in our streets. I'm done being told that our local elected officials are solely responsible for turning down the temperature. Just yesterday, we saw 15,000 people peacefully protesting in the streets, speaking out, standing up for their neighbors. Not a single broken window, not a single injury. Those peaceful protests embody the very principles that both Minneapolis and America was founded upon. Conversely, the mass militarized force and unidentified agents who are occupying our streets, that is what weakens our country. That is what erodes trust in both law enforcement and in democracy itself. So to everyone listening, stand with Minneapolis. Stand up for America. Recognize that your children will ask you what side you were on. Your grandchildren will ask you what you did to act to prevent this from happening again. To make sure that the foundational elements of our democracy were rock solid. What did you do to protect your city? What did you do to protect your nation? This is not what America is about. This is not a partisan issue. This is an American issue. This administration and everyone involved in this operation should be reflecting. They should be reflecting right now and asking themselves, what exactly are you accomplishing?
Here's a neat little headline.
If the
I
goal
saw
was
her
to achieve
photograph the
peace,
legal observer's card,
safety,
claiming she's now
this
in
is
the
doing
database as a
exactly the
domestic
opposite.
terrorist.
If the goal was to achieve calm
Federal officers who
and
have now been
prosperity,
repeatedly
this is
filmed
doing
harassing,
exactly the
detaining, or
opposite.
assaulting people filming ICE
Are you standing
despite
up
clear
for
legal protection.
American families right now? Or are we tearing them apart? The invasion of these heavily armed masked agents roaming around on our streets of Minneapolis, emboldened with a sense of impunity, it has to end.
I
This
think
is not
here's a
how
video. I'll see if I can copy the link and share it on my Substack.
So, to President,
ICE agent asked why he's taking pictures of legal observers'
This is
card
a moment
replies.
to
You have a
act
nice little
right.
database, and now you're listed as domestic
Minneapolis,
terrorist. Have fun with that.
put America first in this moment. Let's achieve peace.
I told
Let's
the
end
kids.
this operation, and I'm telling you, our city will come back. Safety will be restored. We're asking for you to take action now to remove these federal agents.
Oh God, I just watched the video. He was like on the ground surrounded by like five people, shot.
Yep.
Just slaughtered. It's
My name is Rachel
idiots.
Sayer, and I am the Director of the Emergency Management Department for the City of Minneapolis. I took this job to keep us safe because I live here, and this is my community. We are doing everything we can to mitigate the impacts of this terrible situation. The city's Emergency Operations Center continues to be activated, as it has throughout the surge in federal agents over the last few
completely
weeks.
subdued on the ground, and
We are tracking impacts and coordinating the city's response to the
assassinated him,
situation,
murdered him.
which is having profound repercussions in our community. I can't underscore enough how much Operation Metro Surge is impacting our city. Families with loved ones detained and those who are afraid to be in public lest they become targets need help accessing the most basic necessities like food, housing, and rides to school. Businesses are shuttering and our local economy is severely impacted, which means families are suffering, just as we were rounding a corner in our recovery. Many of our Minneapolis residents, my neighbors, my friends, my community members, are ceasing participation in public life, afraid to even go to the doctor. In response, the city enterprise continues to utilize our entire emergency apparatus. That means staff across departments, often around the clock, are putting their regular jobs on hold in order to respond to the impacts of Metro Surge. I want everyone to know there are numerous resources available to community members right now. We have mental health help available. We have food assistance, housing and rental assistance, legal help. We are sharing information about what to do if you are exposed to tear gas, pepper spray, or other chemical agents. And the state AGs and ACLU are collecting reports of rights violations. You can access these resources on the city's virtual resource center at minneapolismn.gov/ICE. Please share this information with your neighbors. We have help and we want you to be able to access that. mn.gov. My background is in international humanitarian response in conflict zones. In Yemen, Haiti, Syria, Iraq, and Ukraine. What I've seen here is what I've seen there. A powerful entity violently and intentionally terrorizing people, making them afraid to go outside so they can't earn a living, so that kids are forced out of school. This has a lasting generational impact. People can't plan a single day of their lives because they don't know who is around the corner and if their family member or neighbor is about to be taken away. In these times, you see both the best and the worst. The worst is the terror and the feeling of helplessness. The best will continue to be our community's response. The way we are showing up for each other, that is in the absolute worst of times. We're showing up for each other in the absolute worst of times. I'll turn it back to the mayor. Thank you.
We'll open it to questions.
We are seeing an incredible volatile situation unfolding right now around that scene. Is there any communication right now between local and federal law enforcement or cooperation, or where do those have to try to calm what's going on down there right now?
I'll turn it to the chief to answer.
So the question was, there is an incredibly volatile scene in South Minneapolis right now, and the extent of communication with law enforcement agencies. We have established a command post that is led by Minneapolis Police, and there are representatives from all of the regional, local, county, and state organizations. We have had communication with Homeland Security, but they have not been able to provide us any specific details.
So those are protesters still there? With their hands?
We are responsible for ensuring the safety of people on the streets of our city, and we are doing everything that we can to maintain the peace right now, led by Minneapolis Police, but with the help of the Minnesota State Patrol, Hennepin and Ramsey County Sheriffs. Several suburban towns are in the city helping us with 911 calls. We have done an emergency recall of all sworn personnel back to duty. And we are working with the fire department right now to ensure that 2 small fires that were started in the area are safely extinguished. But again, we need everyone to avoid the area if possible, and the people who are in the area, we understand your frustrations. This is not sustainable. But we need people to leave the area at this time.
Is the National Guard involved?
We have communicated with the National Guard. They have been on standby for several days. And we have ensured the National Guard, as well as all of the local law enforcement partners, are aware of the situation.
Chief Engineer, if I can ask you, this is a statement.
Can they
from
demand
Commissioner
people leave the area?
Spokesperson for DHS.
Yes.
Yes.
She said in her statement, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. Seen here, they showed a picture of it. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid. Is that what happened?
No.
So Minneapolis Police, the question was, you read a statement from DHS saying that a weapon was presented and there was attempts to disarm the person. Again, like I stated earlier, Minneapolis Police, as well as our supervisors or watch commander responded to the scene. We were not provided any public safety statement around the incident, what happened. We have since seen a video that is circulating online, like thousands of other people have at this time. So we do not know what happened prior to the recording that is online right now. I immediately called for the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to respond, to conduct an investigation. They are on the scene. I believe the FBI is on the scene as well. But I think the video speaks for itself. What I can tell you is we have identified this person, 37-year-old white male, resident of the city. The only interaction that we are aware of with law enforcement has been for traffic tickets, and we believe he is a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry.
Chief, can you clarify, was MPD cut out of this investigation? Has the BCA been cut out like we've seen from the two previous shootings?
The question was, has MPD been cut out of the investigation, and has the BCA been cut out? As I stated, I immediately requested the BCA to respond. It's my understanding that they are on the scene. I have not heard anything otherwise. There was initially some information was relayed to me over the radio that our officers were told that they were either not needed or could leave, and I gave a direct order to ensure that Minneapolis Police maintain the scene as well as other state and local law enforcement.
Can you talk about the discrepancy?
Do you know whether it was multiple officers involved in the shooting or one officer, and do you know whether are they in custody at all or still on the scene?
So the question was is there multiple officers involved in the shooting? That is the preliminary information. That is our understanding, that it was more than one law enforcement officer involved in the discharge. And again, there is public video that shows several law enforcement officers in a scuffle with someone.
Can you talk about the discrepancy? Initial reports said that the victim here was 51 years old. The information that you have, where's that from?
So the question was, initial reports said the victim was 51. The information that I have is we sent Minneapolis police officers to the hospital with the individual who was shot, and they have since identified that person.
Two more questions.
Do you have a name of the individual who was shot?
I do, and I'm not releasing.
Have you been able to talk with top ICE and Border Patrol officials to ask them to please be in on this, or have you talked to them, or have you been rejected?
The question was, have we talked with federal law enforcement to be in on this? We have had conversations with Homeland Security Investigations this morning. We are told they do not have any information to share at this time, but we will attempt to maintain those communications going forward.
Do you believe that they have no information to share at this time?
The question was, do I believe that they have no information to share at this time? I don't know if the individual that we were in contact with would or not. This is a Saturday morning. And just like it was for us, it was a scramble to do an emergency recall and to get people to the scene.
All right, thank you guys. We will have more information if we get any later throughout the day.
Okay, that was the press conference. I want to turn the volume back up. Let's go back to the scene there in Minneapolis. Really quick, a couple of the things we heard. The man who was killed was a 37-year-old white male, Minneapolis resident, U.S. citizen. Also, he was a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. The circumstances, if I was hearing that right, the Minneapolis police are not sure about the circumstances. They're still looking into it, and they don't know the exact circumstances of the shooting. I I think they said that they thought that multiple officers had discharged, but I'm not positive. I got to go back and listen to it again. I was trying to deal with an issue here. So I apologize for the sound and video in the press conference being off by a bit. I was trying to fix it for you. Hopefully we can fix that and I can replay that some of that press conference for you shortly. But let's turn the volume back on at the scene here.
I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I really don't. You know, he was a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
He had a license to carry, and they gassed the area after, you know, to try to get people to disperse, and they shot him 9 times. How is this not Renee Good all over again?
Right.
I could see it's hard to tell, like when I saw his the victim's right hand with nothing in it. I couldn't see the left hand, but there were like 5 ICE officers on top of him.
Yeah, in the video, they're dragging him away from wherever it is.
He's unarmed.
Yeah, the Glam Dolls Donut Shop, I think, was the item that I read, and they pistol whipped him at least once. It's pretty visible.
4 or 5 times. They had him on the ground and they were punching him and kicking him in the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, I mean, 9 times. That means they unloaded an entire magazine on his head.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And this has become excessive force because I think it'll well beyond that.
I mean, are we beyond excessive force? We've been beyond excessive force for a while.
Yeah. It's against the law to tear gas people in combat, and they're tear gassing civilians.
Yes. Yes. And then on top of that, they're barring local law enforcement from being involved.
Of course, it's because they would get in trouble if they got caught.
So now we're actively, like, our government is now actively killing American civilians. And it's okay. You know, it's completely okay.
But it's not
It's not a
okay.
license to kill.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I'm filtering through my blue sky in the middle of what's supposed to be an ice storm that ICE has killed somebody. Let's just talk about the psychology of this. Am I shocked that ICE has killed somebody? No. And that's a problem.
How many people have they killed this month?
Well, the ones in detention too.
Yes.
In the concentration camps, not detention camps. Let's call them what they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 29 people or so. I don't know if I got the number right, but
well, are there Alligator Alcatraz down in Florida? There were like 1,200 unaccounted for people.
Yeah. They still haven't found them all.
That they haven't found, or that the government misplaced. How do you misplace a human body?
they ship them to the Congo or whatever, some other torture place. Fuck.
I mean, I'm sorry, the El Salvador prison thing, that makes Gitmo look like a fucking playground.
I knew somebody who was stationed in Gitmo.
Oh my God. Ugh.
Do you have a good relationship with this person?
It was Mark.
Oh.
He was an intake officer.
Oh.
So he wasn't involved in putting underwear on people's heads and shit.
No, but he had to try to document people that were coming in.
I mean, I don't understand that we're supposed to have due process in this country.
Oh, God.
We are legitimately supposed to have due process in this country, and we don't have it. You know, I mean, historically, ICE is behaving just like the Gestapo. You know, 1936, 1937, 1938, going from door to door to door. Are you Jewish? Yes. Pull you out, throw you in a truck, and send you to a camp. You know, I at this point, we've gone beyond the Anne Frank moment. Which, again, that goes back to the thing that we talked about yesterday, which is if you stay silent about this,
right?
If you don't do something, if you don't do something about it, if we don't come together and talk about it, where other people can experience this, then we're as guilty as those that are fomenting. We're as guilty as those who are actually doing it, and we shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be okay. I mean, it just should not be okay. I don't understand why it's okay. Someone help me understand why this is okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay, but there is a subset of the population who has been indoctrinated to believe they are under siege and can do anything they need to regain control of the country. And they have to be white Christian nationalists.
That knife cuts two ways. That's a knife that has two edges to it. And the other edge is that means that I'm allowed to do what I have to do to keep the people that I care about safe. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's a no-win situation. Now you're really just talking about immovable object and unstoppable force.
Civil War.
It's even beyond that. We're talking about ideological difference. How we have not descended into outright civil war, right now I have no idea. I hate to say this, but there's a film by the A24 production studio company called Civil War. Watch that fucking movie. How are we not there right now? American civilians are getting killed. And there are not repercussions for the people who are committing those killings. Exactly. Why?
So that they can increase it and do it more and more anywhere.
If it was me and I went out and did that, I'd be in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I literally would be in prison. You know, I mean, there's no two ways about it. And yet they're doing it and it's okay. It's okay for them to kill people.
And the Republicans that can impeach and get rid of all these people, do they fear for their lives? So they're not doing anything? Or they like what's happening? I mean, pick one. Am I echoing? I'm sorry.
Everybody is.
Everybody is.
You know, there are plans to turn anyone they put in those camps into slave labor for the farmers. As part of
okay.
Immigration. They'll pay you $1 a day and charge you $5 to make a phone call.
Here's the thing. The Trump administration frames ICE enforcement as necessary for national security, for law and order. And their position treats deaths during enforcement as acceptable collateral damage.
Because it's war.
That's acceptable collateral damage. But those bodies pile up higher and higher. At what point do we say this is enough? I've had enough. People dying in detention facilities, children separated from their parents. I mean, you know, in Minnesota alone, there are abandoned cars all over the place because ICE agents have ripped people out of their cars and left the car there. Just deserted.
Keys still in it and running sometimes.
You know, right. You know, I saw this video of a random street in Minnesota, and there was a truck sitting there with his flashers on because the guy managed to put his flashers on before ICE ripped him out of the car, and it's just sitting there with the door open, derelict. And they think that it's okay.
Oh, gosh.
What? New video shows the man who was killed moments before the shooting. He was peacefully standing in the street observing ICE agents when the ICE agents started pushing him for no reason.
Yeah, they got out of their vehicles and started pushing him and antagonizing him.
Because they wanted to get him to pull his gun.
He didn't have a gun visible.
Didn't have his gun visible.
So they didn't even know that he had a gun, if he even had it on him.
No, they did not.
They were just looking for a fight.
Yes.
Yep.
He had his camera, he had his phone out recording them when they approached him and started antagonizing him and started pushing him and trying to knock him to the ground.
This is not okay.
He looks young.
They said 30-something.
They said 37, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's supposed to be 37. It looks like he's in his mid-30s. He's a young guy. He did not deserve what happened to him.
No one has deserved it.
No, because it's outright murder.
So basically, ICE caused this. He did not do anything wrong.
Right.
How many people does ICE have to kill before?
However many they can kill before midterms, at least. They're not going to stop it. We already had 7 Democrats vote to fund this bullshit.
That's the complicity. The complicity of our government officials that say that this is okay. No, it's not okay. At this point, we're just talking about human decency. I'm not even talking about being a trans woman or being a queer person or whatever. We're talking about human decency. Human fucking decency. And human life to these people matters only enough that it can be dragged out into the street, a gun stuck to his head, and the trigger pulled. Not once, 9 fucking times. That's how much life means to these people. And it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. These are deaths that are resulting from deliberate policy choices. And it constitutes a form of killing through policy. Oh, I'm doing what I was told to do. You know what? The last fucking time that happened, the last fucking time somebody had to say, I was just following orders when I was told to kill all those people, that didn't stop them from being guilty of murder.
They want to terrorize us. They want us to stop speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
They want to.
They want us to hold our heads down and just let it happen.
I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm having palpitations because I have to witness this shit. One of the ICE officers off camera literally says, it's like Call of Duty. Pretty cool, huh?
The fuck?
This is like Call of Duty. Pretty cool, huh? It's like a fucking video game to these goddamn idiots.
They're mentally,
They're
I mean, it's more than mentally ill.
sociopathy
It's
when they
evil.
hire them.
Ugh. Oh my God.
It's like a goddamn video game. I'm playing Call of Duty Warzone. It doesn't matter how many people I kill. But Sarah, to our fellow bandmates' assertion, protests aren't doing anything. We protest, they tell us to go away.
Or just outright ignore us.
Or ignore us. Does it stop the killings from happening? No. Chicken Source, I agree with you entirely. It's like ICE just sees every American citizen as an NPC in Grand Theft Auto, and it's okay to rip the person out of the house and shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even an NPC. They see us all as targets. Eventually.
What's an NPC stand for?
Non-player character.
Oh.
When you're playing a game and there's just some dude walking by or some person walking by in the village, that's an NPC.
A lot of times you don't get messed up if you hurt them
Yeah.
on scores and stuff, so it's fun.
You hurt an NPC in right, less than an NPC. NPCs actually get treated nicely. You walk up to them and you talk to them and they tell you to go places, not fuck you and then get killed. I hate to say this from our perspective as liberal and progressive people, but this is what the Second Amendment is for.
Mm-hmm.
And even that's not protecting us. It's just not. And it's painful. It's fucking painful. And where does it end? Where does it end? And so I'm just going to say, I'm going to say the thing that we're all thinking nobody. What happens when Orange Shitstain dies tomorrow and Vance is the one that turns out to be the leader of the vote? What the fuck happens then? Because I don't see that going better.
I expect there to be announcements that they're dividing up the country into regional control areas.
Oh, the tech oligarch, city-state bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, because Vance doesn't have full-blown, Alzheimer's and dementia like Trump. I literally think they are pumping that motherfucker so full of drugs, literally just to keep him going long enough until all the other shit can play out. I know that that's not, probably a popular opinion, but the fact of the matter is that's what it feels like. It feels like we're just riding up to that moment. And it's like I said in yesterday's live. Where did all the Proud Boys and all the Oath Keepers go? They're all ICE agents now.
Yep.
They're all ICE agents now. They can kill whoever the fuck they want. And they have government justification to do so.
They're out there living a fantasy.
When does accountability set in?
Well, we've always chosen not to be accountable. We won't even sign on with the ICC because we'd rather commit war crimes. The Americans have never wanted to be accountable.
No. You're right. I mean, no. Never wanted to be.
Just wanted to hold everyone else that way. This is how you radicalize people.
It's just too
killing innocent people.
It's just too fucking painful at this point. It's just too fucking painful at this point. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to understand. I just want it to stop. I just want it to stop. And I hate to say this, but it just feels like manipulation. We're being manipulated in some way. I can't see it as any other way. I can't see it for any other reason. Okay.
Did you guys see the, I don't know if he's Attorney General or just DA in Philadelphia say, I had something float up in my Substack feed of him saying, you do something criminal, you'll be held accountable.
Yeah, because the Pennsylvania AG basically said, if you come to the state of Pennsylvania and you do this shit, I will prosecute you. And no, I don't give a shit about what Orange Shit Stain says. Even further than that, the Black Panther members said, if you come to Philadelphia, it's gonna suck for you because we will kill you. You notice that Trump targets all of these blue cities that don't have a specific kind of presence. I mean, I hate to be a broken record about this, but I have yet to see Trump send ICE into a South Central LA gang neighborhood because they'll get killed. Because they're all a bunch of chicken shit, spineless cowards.
Grady Seal pussies.
Yeah. Grady Seal pussies. Oh, wait. Do you know about my Steven Seagal obsession?
I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, every time a TikTok or YouTube short video of Steven Seagal purporting his martial arts abilities gets posted, I always comment, Gravy Seal 6, enter the buffet. Or Gravy Seal 9, food sport. And the people who support him they all get mad at me because they're like, you shouldn't say that about him. He had to go on steroids because of a condition, and that's why he's overweight. Okay? So what? I'm old enough to remember watching Steven Seagal fight an MMA fighter and get his ass handed to him. And thinking, yeah, okay. His martial arts skill is just a bunch of bullshit. It's, hold on, wait for it. It's bullshito.
My ex and many people who lived around where he grew up really did not like him because one of his movie things set Coal Creek Canyon in Colorado on fire. They actually tested him.
Did I tell you guys I had Nick Diaz, the MMA fighter, on one of my flights? And his
Was he nice? Was he nice?
Yeah, he was like real quiet. Scared the crap out of me though. It was like really a light flight, and I was in the back alley, and we were boarding, and it was kind of dark, and I turned around and I see this huge guy, and he looked kind of messed up for being beat up in the face. Like his ear was kind of jacked up.
Right.
And then he was laying down. We were landing in Phoenix, and I may or may not have told him to put his seatbelt on. I'm like, I'm not telling Nick Diaz, or is that his name, Nick?
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with that space.
Yeah, to put his seatbelt on. I was like, I'm not telling this guy anything.
All right. Well, I just, this happened and I had to compartmentalize it. And I'm sorry for dragging you guys into this, but.
I'd rather process it with you guys than alone at home and trying to call my sister, and she'll be like, I can't talk about any of this. I can't have anything negative. She's like freaking head in the sand.
Well, that's the thing. People who keep their head in the sand and just hope it'll go away, that just encourages it. That's the mentality that the body politic as a whole, that's what they want. They want
like I've got mine. I've got mine. I won't be affected. I'm okay. I'm safe.
Yeah. Until you're not.
Right?
Until you're not. You know, don't take a picture of an ICE agent. The ICE agents are going to walk up to you and go, hey, here's my face recognition app, motherfucker. I just took your picture. I've labeled you as a domestic terrorist.
Right.
Have fun with that.
I mean, I've got a body cam I could just walk around with.
Need to get camera on those glasses and let them assume they're real glasses instead.
But here's the thing. I mean, even if something happens and you document it and you get hurt or you get killed, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, I want to charge that person. Good luck. Good luck.
They'll say you were a dangerous terrorist and they were in fear of their life.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Dude, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, shoot your ass anyhow.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. That gets you killed.
Mm-hmm.
That literally will get you killed.
It's okay, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
You're safe. Please don't hurt me.
All right. Well, Thank you, everybody that listened to us bitch for an hour. Let's all just try to be safe out there. I'm going to go play video games now and try not to think about this, I think.
I think I'm going to go put my coat and my boots on and go throw away around some cinder blocks.
I mean, that's a healthy use of rage. Go for it. Process and let it go.
It's better than trying to put my head through my desk.
I've already done that a handful of times. It doesn't work.
Yeah, self-injury only hurts you. It doesn't screw them up at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, it doesn't. All right, well, ladies,
All right.
be safe out there. Everyone watching, please be safe out there. Don't engage these people. Because just don't. We need to find a better way. We will find a better way. We need to find a better way.
All right.